What the fuck is up, you curious bastards? Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we, take a goddamn wrecking ball to today's hottest topics. And today's subject is a real head-scratcher. Let me tell you, we're diving deep into the world of 23andMe. You know those spit in a tube and find out if your great-great-grandma was a Viking kits?
Well, technically, they're a personal genomics and biotechnology company. But yeah, the spit kits are their claim to fame.
Right. So we've got this Wikipedia article on 23andMe. And let me tell you, it's a wild fucking ride. These guys went from charging like $1,000 for a test back in 2007 to being worth billions, $6 billion to be exact, after going public in 2021. But get this, by 2024, they're practically worth shit. Talk about a fall from grace. What the hell happened? Did everyone suddenly realize they'd rather not know about their potential genetic predispositions to embarrassing diseases?
It's not quite as simple as that. 23andMe's business model has always been a bit of a gamble. They sold those DNA kits cheap to build a massive database, which is valuable for research and partnerships.
Hold on. So they're like the Facebook of spit, selling our DNA data instead of our browsing habits.
There are definitely parallels. The problem is customers only need to spit once. So where's the recurring revenue? They haven't figured out how to make a consistent profit, which is why their valuation tanked so hard.
Maybe they should have thought about a spit subscription service. Like, pay $10 a month and we'll tell you if your genetics have changed. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day you wake up and suddenly you're predisposed to liking Nickelback. You'd want to know that shit, right?
Well, the idea of our genes changing that drastically overnight is pretty far-fetched. The concept of offering updated data analysis or new health insights as they become available isn't totally crazy. It could be a way to generate recurring revenue, but it would definitely raise a whole new set of privacy concerns.
Right, because knowing your DNA is like having a crystal ball that can predict your future health problems. And let's be real, no one wants to know they're a ticking time bomb for some horrible disease. All right, let's cut the crap and get to the juicy stuff. Remember when 23andMe pissed off the FDA back in 2013? They were offering health information without approval, which is like playing doctor without a license.
Yeah, that was a major turning point for them. The FDA was concerned about the accuracy and reliability of the health information 23andMe was providing. They worried that people might make serious medical decisions based on potentially flawed data. Imagine thinking you're in the clear for something like heart disease based on a test that hasn't been properly vetted, and then bam, you have a heart attack. Not a good look.
So the FDA basically slapped them with a stop playing God order.
Pretty much. They had to stop selling health reports in the US for a while, which is a huge blow to their business. They eventually got approval for some health reports, but it was a long and messy process.
Fucking bureaucracy, man. It's like they want to keep us in the dark about our own damn bodies. But here's where things get really interesting. And by interesting, I mean shady as fuck. 23andMe's been using that massive customer database for research. They're partnering with big pharma companies like GlaxoSmithKline to develop new drugs. So while you're spitting in a tube to find out if you're part Neanderthal, they're selling your genetic secrets to the highest bidder.
Well, it's not quite that simple.
Oh, come on, don't give me that bullshit. They're making bank off our DNA. And over 80% of their users agreed to have their data used for research. Did they really understand what they were signing up for? Those terms and conditions agreements are like reading a goddamn phone book written in ancient Sanskrit.
You're not wrong. There are definitely valid concerns about informed consent and the potential for exploitation. And then there's the whole question of who owns your genetic data and who benefits from its use.
Right. It's all very Minority Report and shit. But hold on, it gets even worse.
Imagine this. Your health insurance company gets a hold of your genetic data and sees you're predisposed to some expensive-ass chronic illness. Next thing you know, they're jacking up your premiums or denying you coverage altogether.
Holy shit. That's fucked up. Talk about a dystopian nightmare. So basically, our DNA could be used against us.
It's a real concern. And then there's the whole issue of genetic privacy in general. This isn't just about you, it's about your family, your future generations. Your genetic data could be used to identify them, track them, who knows what else. It's a Pandora's box of potential bullshit.
Damn, I never thought about it like that. It's like, once your DNA is out there, it's out there for good. There's no taking it back. And just when you thought it couldn't get any creepier, guess what? 23andMe got hacked in 2023.
Yep, data from 7 million users was stolen. Names, addresses, even genetic information.
7 million? Are you shitting me? What kind of sick fuck wants to steal people's DNA?
That's the really fucked up part. The hackers specifically targeted users of Ashkenazi Jewish and Chinese descent.
Hold the fucking phone. So this wasn't just some random data grab. They were after specific genetic profiles. Who the hell's behind this shit? Some rogue government agency? A black market organ harvesting ring?
We can only speculate about their motives. But it's a chilling reminder that genetic data is incredibly valuable and can be used in ways we haven't even begun to imagine.
Man, this whole thing is giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's like, on the one hand, this technology is amazing. You can learn about your ancestry, your health risks, all sorts of cool shit. But on the other hand, it feels like we're playing with fire.
It's a double-edged sword, that's for sure. The potential benefits are huge, but the risks are just as significant. We need to be having serious conversations about how to regulate this technology and protect people's privacy.
All right, so let's get to the chase. What the hell have we learned today?
We've learned that 23andMe built a billion-dollar empire on spit, only to watch it crumble because they couldn't figure out how to make a consistent profit. We've learned that the FDA isn't messing around when it comes to the accuracy of health information, and we've learned that our genetic data is a valuable commodity that needs to be protected.
It's enough to make you want to ditch your smartphone, shred your credit cards, and go live in a goddamn cave.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's crucial to be informed and aware of the risks before you spit in that tube and hand over your genetic blueprint.
Right. Knowledge is power. Or in this case, maybe ignorance is bliss. I don't fucking know anymore.
The key is to ask questions, to do your research, and understand the implications of sharing such sensitive information.
Solid advice. So to our listeners out there, if a company like this can go from billions to bust and our DNA isn't even safe, what the fuck does that say about the future of all this genetic shit? It's like, are we headed towards some sci-fi utopia where we can cure all diseases, or a dystopian hellscape where our genes are used to control and exploit us?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The future of personal genomics is full of potential, but it's also fraught with danger. It's up to us as individuals and as a society to decide how we want to navigate this brave new world.
Damn, that's some deep shit to ponder. I think I need another beer after this. Man, thinking about all this genetic shit makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
I need another beer. Maybe two.
You and me both. But hey, at least we're talking about it. Most people don't even realize the can of worms they're opening when they send off that spit sample.
It's true. Ignorance is bliss until some asshat steals your DNA and uses it to clone you or some shit.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But seriously, the more we talk about these issues, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions about our genetic data.
Right on. So what can our listeners do to protect themselves? Besides, becoming hermits and living off a grid?
Well, for starters, read the damn terms and conditions before you sign up for any genetic testing service. I know it's about as exciting as watching paint dry. But it's important to understand how your data will be used and who will have access to it.
And what about all those other companies popping up? It's not just 23andMe anymore. There are like a million different tests you can take: ancestry, health, even personality traits. It's a goddamn genetic free-for-all out there.
You're not wrong. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of regulation in this space yet. So it's buyer beware. Do your research, read reviews, and be skeptical of any company that promises the moon.
Solid advice. And hey, maybe someday we'll have some kick-ass laws in place that actually protect our genetic privacy.
One can only hope. In the meantime, it's up to us to be informed and vigilant.
Right on. Well, that's about all the brain-melting information I can handle for one day. To our listeners out there, stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay the fuck away from those sketchy DNA testing sites that promise to tell you if you're descended from aliens.
And remember, your DNA is your most valuable asset. Protect it.
Damn straight. We'll catch you beautiful motherfuckers on the next deep dive. Stay safe out there.